welcome back to the channel for another fucking banger. Now, you guys know that I'm a huge Palantir bull. I'm not a blind bull, okay? Let's get that sorted out even before this video is 30 seconds. Okay, I definitely do not blindly follow anything, but I do have a huge conviction in Palantir. Now, I have seen around like Reddit, because you know I live off of Reddit. I've seen a lot of people saying that Palantir cannot compete with any other kind of software giants or like data companies, most especially being compared to Snow as well as Microsoft. Now, management did brush this off by saying we don't compete with Microsoft or other software vendors or system integrators. We compete against our customers. We compete against our customers' desire to build their own bespoke solution. Now, according to Seeking Alpha's article, they also agree with the fact that Palantir's technically shit, okay? And they're saying that they will not be able to compete with Microsoft at all, not only because Microsoft's been here for a long time, which is a valid point, and the fact that its valuation demands significant growth. And we already know this on this channel. I have talked about how Palantir's market cap is flabbergasting, and it's a little too much. It does not match the other numbers that we see. And due to the psychology of the stock market, we are obviously going to be seeing these kinds of things happen, where if somebody believes in a company or a majority of people believe in a company, it's obviously going to be, the word will be overvalued in comparison to where it is now. For example, Tesla. People say the same thing about Tesla. People say Tesla's overvalued because its market cap is flabbergasting. They don't make as much money from the cars. It's a lot of hype, which is all true. It is all true, and it is worth looking into. That is why I'm making this video, because as much as I do love Palantir, these are all kind of great arguments, and it's worth talking about. And as somebody who's invested or somebody who's looking into investing, it's important to look into whether these are the kind of issues or competition that you would like to have in a stock that you're getting. So for example, they said, while in a bullish growth portfolio scenario, they can still generate attractive annualized returns, which they have. They have done this. If they fall short of these 20 plus annualized revenue growth projections over the next few decades, returns will be poor or mediocre at the very least. And my take on this, numbers are great. Numbers are great. I love the numbers. I love to look and study the numbers. But the fact is, as much as we can predict how well a stock is going to do based off its current numbers, there's a lot of catalysts that can happen. Literally, we can wake up tomorrow and there's a 1000% growth. We have seen this time and time again. Companies need time to prove themselves. And I feel like a really high standard, which there should be a high standard, don't get me wrong, is being put on a lot of companies that just came out, y'all. Microsoft has been on the stock market like how long? Like 10 years, something like that. And they have been able to scale up. They've been able to scale up and they've been given the time to do so. So can we leave Palantir alone and let them have the capacity and ability to scale up? You dig? Okay, like I understand all of this, but the numbers can always come. A good business model for me is the most important thing. As long as there's no fraud and manipulation of numbers involved on the side of like Palantir's financials and stuff that they do deliver, I'm fine. I'm fine waiting for a company to find its footing rather than put this so much pressure on them to the point that they start faking numbers. We all know what happened with Nikola, okay? Companies would not need to do fraud if this high pressure was not put on them. Although that's an argument for a whole different day, all I'm saying is they need time. And if you honestly do not like a company, that is fine. You know, that is fine, okay? But there is and has been a lot of insider selling, which I already talked about, guys. A lot of insiders have had this talk for quite a while, and I'm sorry, if I'm invested in something, I'm going to have to want to take some profits at some point, and at some point, this is the point. So I'm not really worried about insiders selling as much, but personally, I'm very bullish on Palantir, and I remain to do so, and every dip that will ever happen, I will be buying unless they give me a reason to not buy. And this video is in no shape or form saying that these things are not legitimate. I definitely do think that these cons that I talked about are very legitimate and are worth looking into. And it's the fact. It's the facts. Like Mark mentioned, go check out his channel, Mark on YouTube. He was like my 10th subscriber. He always points out that Palantir's market cap is just They would have to do so much for this valuation to be justified. And I agree. Okay? And Palantir, I just hope that they're braced for the competition that is definitely coming towards them. Yeah, so I feel like that's it for this video. Those are the reasons that I definitely do think could cause a lot of people to avoid Palantir, and things that you should look into before buying Palantir, because don't buy a stock and then start crying about it. That just makes you the P word, okay? And I don't want to say the P word, but y'all know what I mean when I say the P word. On that note, subscribe to the channel, like, share, comment. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And support the channel. Go on my TikTok if you want. Yeah, I barely post on my TikTok. But my TikTok just keeps growing and it's the funniest thing ever. Like, I don't even do anything for that damn TikTok. But yeah, go check out my TikTok. I think you love it just as much as you love my channel. Bye.